Good morning, Staten Island. This is Todd Bavona from what am I from? From Gotham Trinity Productions. Good morning, everyone. I'm the SIEDC Digital Media Ambassador. That's what I was going for. This is SIEDC Live. After a little bit of hiatus, we are back. Great to have you with us here. We are at the Bat Cave, where you can see behind me some heck of a backdrop, right? Obviously, we're clear superhero fans being our shield, not nearly as good as the Endgame Avengers shield that we got going on there, the Superman shield, see Batman, Wonder Woman, and of course Iron Man over my right shoulder. This is not a comic store, nor is this Mike Bloomfield from Tech Geeks, his offices either. However, great to be back on SIEDC Live, and we've been doing this every Tuesday, Thursday during quarantine specifically. And we have been chatting with a new member or a senior member from the SIEDC from all various levels of membership, which has been great to meet new people and also find out what it is that they've been doing during quarantine and during COVID. And as the phases have come on, what that means for them. Right now, we're in this, I don't know, modified phase 4, perhaps even phase 5 phase, I would suppose. Congratulations to Rab's proud SIEDC member. Rab's Country Lane was officially opened yesterday, Tuesday, August 18th. They had a soft opening. It looked like Monday. It looked like press and some dignitaries and politicians were on hand to open Rab's Country Lane, which was great. And then the word came down about gyms from the governor. And the governor said, yeah, we can open up gyms 33% capacity as of next Monday, but hold the phone. Mayor de Blasio comes out 4 hours later and says, not so fast, not before childcare and schools are appropriately prepared for any students coming in, students, teachers, staff of the like. That only then and only then, once they get the clearance, then we'll consider looking at gyms and getting them the clearance. So a lot of ambiguity with regards to gyms. And we're looking forward to Intox and Elliott Fitness and New York Sports Club and all of them opening up. So hopefully they get a decision sometime soon and see those businesses thrive again. The Executive Dining Network from the SIEDC, shout out to Angelina's, Daddy-O's on the North Shore, Max's Esca, and there's always one that I miss. Bobby, can you type in for me which one I am always missing? Max's Esca, Angelina's, Daddy-O's, there's always one more, Casa Belvedere. Casa Belvedere, who's been this emergence and talking about adjusting your business during these times. A lot of information going out there on a daily or weekly basis, like Casa Belvedere, utilizing daily newsletters in order to keep all of their participants informed of the goings-on site and what's to come moving forward, and actually having people come into the restaurant once again. That beautiful scenic restaurant, Casa Belvedere, arguably one of the best spots to watch, see anything in this city, all over Staten Island, from all over Staten Island. Also, Aunt Butchie, shout out to Aunt Butchie's, member, Richmond Valley Merch Association, a good friend of ours. They're right around the block from our office in Richmond Valley. They're on Arthur Kill Road. Been doing well. Now, a lot of venues have been doing outdoor dining, which is great, but I think it's the indoor dining that is vital for business's success. In the background, you hear two people talking and laughing and hobnobbing. One's Michael Graziuso. He's a partner in Gotham Trinity Productions. The other is Jennifer Tigliano, an occasional director of this program. We're going through a lot of gear and prepping for quite the coming weeks ahead. We are actually doing a shoot for Temple Israel. We're covering the high holy days for Temple Israel effective next week. So that's what you hear in the background. So excuse that. But at any rate, so yeah. So shout out to all the restaurants trying to make it through. And Gotham has been busy as well. Proud to have hopped on a bunch of different projects and many more in the pipeline, working with the Staten Island events with the Together SI Business Spotlight. Has been great hitting businesses throughout Staten Island. All right. That's it from the Gotham Chronicles. Let's bring on Bobby Adamson from the SIEDC. He is the membership manager. Bobby, good morning.
Hey, Todd. What's going on? How are you today?
I'm doing good. I'm fired up. I have a large coffee, so I'm doing well.
I unfortunately can't compete with your background.
Yeah, your background is quite lame. Not gonna lie.
I speak to Vinny Bonomi at Specialties.
Yeah, you have to get a fat
good
head.
background. Yeah,
that's exactly what you need. Yeah. Get a fat head made.
Still.
Get Graziuso's fat head. I mean, a fat head made of him, not his fat head specifically. He's about to show his fat head on screen, isn't he? No. Anyway, Bobby, give us some sort of update or some semblance of normality throughout all this. What's going on at the SIEDC? What can you report on? For instance, the chairman golf outing.
Yep.
Talk a little bit about that and what we can expect in the weeks, months coming up ahead.
Yeah, definitely. So our Chairman's Cup golf outing is September 10th at Trump National down in Colts Neck, and excited to announce that it is sold out, which has been great. It's going to be great to be able to get in person and see a lot of people that we haven't seen in a long time. It's going to be nice to have so a little bit of networking going on after golfing. Excited to get out there and play as well. I have to make sure I practice a little bit coming up these next couple of weeks, but excited to announce that it is sold out. But if you are still interested in coming, we might have some cancellations or anything like that. Please feel free to reach out to us still, and we will do our best to try and get you in. But we are sold out now, so it should be exciting to get out there and see everybody in person, including yourself and Mike, Todd. That's going to be a great time, that event.
Yeah, I think that's going to be exciting. Everyone's looking to having some sort of social gathering of sorts and networking best we can, as safely as we can, masks, 6 foot distance, all that good stuff, sanitizing golf clubs, golf balls, and carts and all that stuff. I think it's going to be great. It's a great opportunity to get back into the swing of things. See what I did there? Get back to the swing of things and talking to fellow members and whatnot. Bobby, what else do we have? November, December, looking forward.
Yes.
I know. Go ahead.
Yes, I'm sorry, Todd. So what I want to jump in about a little bit is that on August 31st, August 31st at 11 a.m., we're going to have our part 2 of our PPP forgiveness webinar, which obviously is a big talking point right now, is that everybody's going to be looking to get their questions answered about getting the opportunity to get your full forgiveness. Obviously, that was what a big part of it was going to be in the beginning, was making sure that at the end of all this, that you got the full forgiveness. So that's on August 31st at 11 a.m. We have a good panel, Justin St. John, we have Doreen, and then we have Mark Wegg as well. So it's going to be a great event. It starts at 11 a.m. If you are interested in attending that virtual, you can reach out to myself or to Jacqueline as well. We can get you RSVP'd for that event.
Excellent, Bobby. I'm just updating the graphic there to show what it is that is happening. PPP Forgiveness Webinar, 11 a.m., August 31st. If you have not signed up already, contact Bobby at siedc.org in order to do so.
Yep.
Which I think it's actually very pertinent information, Bobby, because I guess that time is going to be coming up sooner than we think, right?
Yeah, definitely. So it's getting to be time to get all your information to your banks and to everybody that's going to need that, just to make sure that if you did take the PPP loan, to make sure that you do get the full forgiveness, because that's obviously was a big part of it in the beginning. Like I said before, it was a very important part, and just make sure you're getting that. So if you do have any questions or anything like that about the webinar, definitely reach out. But obviously, we'd love to have you at that event.
Great. Going to be very valuable shared there. And of course, 3 members are going to be leading that, you mentioned, right? I know a new member, Justin St. John, no?
Yes, Justin will be on the panel.
Which is great. So, I mean, great to have. And for those that are watching that are not SIEDC members, delay. Yeah, we have a little bit of delay. I think I have potato internet today. I'm kind of like Jacqueline. So excuse my potato internet. Also, we are going to see, just got off track because I was being talked to upset. What was I going to say?
So Justin St. John, Doreen and Sarah.
Justin St. John. Okay, so if you're not a member of the SIEDC and you are watching this, because I know there are millions watching at home and on the road right now, we're being broadcast all over the airwaves. That's one of the reasons you should join the SIEDC, because you can have these seminars or webinars, these virtual offerings to SIEDC members in particular and or to the public that are very valuable, that could show what your worth is, what it is you do, your services and whatnot, and specifically things that are very important, right, Bobby, like the PPP loan and going over that. And that's one of the services Justin St. John provides.
Yeah, definitely. It's been great to be able to get out there with all these different webinars that we've had, and we will have some more coming up. So it's all not definitely out there on our dates and everything yet, but we'll definitely make sure to get that out on this show just so everybody can see which webinars we do have coming up within the next couple months. And then as well, as we were talking about, Todd, in terms of other things that are coming up, our business conference and our health and wellness expo. We will have some information coming out on that soon. I know we've been saying that the last couple of weeks, but I think we're pretty close on making a decision on which virtual platform we're going to be using and the whole setup for that. That's going to be a great event. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody at that event coming up as well.
Awesome, Bobby. Thanks so much for that. Appreciate the time. Time is getting away from us. I think it's been so long, Bobby, since we've had the show. We had a lot to get up to, so I apologize to Billy Hanson waiting in the wings. He is our special guest today. He's going to join us in a second. Bob, if you've got nothing else, I'm going to bring him on. Is that all right, pal?
Definitely. I love hearing from Billy. So great.
All right, Bobby. All right, so let's bring him on right now. Hey, Billy Hanson, what's going on, bud? How's everything going?
Good. How you guys doing? Good to see you this morning.
Great to see you, pal. Thanks for letting us banter a little bit. It's been a couple weeks since we came on, and apologize for the unforeseen scheduling conflict from last week. So thank you for being so patient with us, Billy. And but yeah, and then we just had to catch up all of our viewers. And for those who are wondering, some SIEDC news. Important to get that stuff out there. Excuse me. So without further ado, Billy, the floor is yours. For those who don't know, although many people know who you are, give us a little background about yourself, Billy, and what you offer there at Reliable Office Solutions.
All right, so Reliable is a Staten Island-based company. We do have offices in Manhattan and New Jersey, but we've been around since '74. I've been there since '99, and what we offer is basically, for the most part, a complete suite of office needs. So we're very much a B2B organization. Office equipment is probably what we're most well known for. Copiers, fax machines. No one really uses fax machines anymore. It's all integrated with the copier. But we do telephony, VoIP services, some IT management, and we do document management software. So basically anything an office needs to operate and function, we try to provide.
Great. And so let's go back. Let's turn the clock back. I hate doing it, but let's do it. Let's go back to early March when COVID does in fact hit. What did that mean for you and your employees and what you do on a daily basis, and how did that change? What did the landscape look like there, Billy?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. We've been through a lot. I've been running Reliable since '99. We've been through 9/11, financial meltdown, tsunami affecting supply chains, Sandy. It's one thing after, like every 5 years you do for a whammy. But I have to say this has been the toughest one. As you know, mid-March, governor comes on, and you slowly come to the realization that this is not going to be a 1 or 2 week event, and this is not something that's going to be like SARS or Ebola, and it gets is isolated to outside the United States or in China. And then eventually what we ended up having to do is closing down the company, and we were out for a few weeks, and then after that time we did have to stay open because we had we have customers that were that are open, and we basically we had to still meet the needs of organizations that were essential, like a lot of our customers are medical providers and things like that. So we had a half staff. We did what we needed to do to keep it running, and a lot of just because some companies are closed, some are open, and companies like like the doctors and things like that that were open still needed us, and people were starting to work from home. We provided products that people needed, from creating their home offices, whether that was getting them on their phone systems and dialing into their office phone systems, or just getting some home office printer copier so they can do what they need to do from home and scan and communicate with their coworkers. We've been trying to provide all of that, but it's definitely been the most challenging time that I've ever had to deal with. And, we have about 60 employees, and,
Oh,
trying
wow.
to get them to set up to work from home has
Sure.
been quite a challenge.
What I was going to ask you, what has been the challenge specifically when you're providing your services to people at home? The safety of your employees, of course, paramount, and of course your customers, of course. What was it like trying to provide services in home or working in someone's office, taking things from the office to the house? Walk me through what an employee had to do with, like, okay, if someone asks, hey, I need a setup at home now, I need this, this, and this, and this. What was the process like? What was it dealing with all the customers in that manner?
Yeah, so I mean, the first thing we had to deal with is everyone's kind of freaking out in a way. So we have customers calling us for various things. The ones that are open are calling us to to get their office service. So we had to deal with safety precautions for our technicians to visit offices, because some people still needed on site visiting. All that was just a percentage. Other customers, at least initially, are dealing with having C-level executives or just everyone create a home office where they can operate close to the same way from home. So what that entailed was having our IT professionals either order them laptops or get them set up from home. We're a Canon dealer, so Canon has a nice variety of black and white and color MFPs, and MFP is something that basically it works as a fax printer and a copier scanner all in one. And so we were drop shipping those to homes, and then in most cases trying to set them up virtually, although some people did want an in-house visit with the mask and all that. And a lot of our customers who not really new installs, but customers who already had telephony services from us had to either add phones or get the ability to dial into the phone system. A lot of customers wanted the ability to dial a coworker's extension just like they were in the office, even though they were each in their home offices. So getting all those kind of things online was a big part of what we were doing, and that was really beginning of April, and through April, we spent a lot of time doing those sorts of things.
Right. And now, what are we thinking moving forward now, Billy? What's the landscape looking like? Have you regained as far as business is concerned? Do you expect business to go back to some sort of normal? I mean, where do you see for business doing better? What are you seeing other businesses? Do you see like, wow, they're going at capacity, or they have more expectations of you and your services? What's the next few months look like, Billy?
Yeah, so the one thing interesting about us is that we our customers are run the gamut of types of organizations out there. We have customers, or not a lot, but in the restaurant we have customers, medical, legal, manufacturing, fashion, and we're in Jersey, Staten Island, and Manhattan. So like depending on the industry and depending on the geography of where our customers are, you see a wide variety of what's going on. Obviously, our Manhattan customers are definitely the slowest right now, whereas Jersey and even Staten Island, I'm not saying normal, but sort of back to normal. As far as Reliable is concerned, obviously we've been hit badly by this, and I can't complain because everyone's taken a beating this year. He's just trying to get by and pay the bills.
Right.
But our biggest problem right now is, so we have technicians who are ready. Our IT
Oh,
that, but like our mechanical service calls where it requires like people to be in front of the equipment. Those guys are still on our staff, but they're not that busy. Like people in Manhattan, like the technicians are, you'll have a call or two per day because no one's in the office, and no one's in the office, no one's using the equipment, no one's printing and copying. So that's so our
right.
revenues are way down. But on a
Yeah.
positive note, we have seen in June and July, we've seen a pickup in ordering, and people do still need equipment.
Okay.
Phone services, people are taking the time to get things online because they are a little slower and they want to get things set up for the future. So I
Billy,
do think you're going to see a rebound, but I am worried about a
okay.
bit of a slide back in the winter with the regular flu and COVID.
To pick up on that, Billy, do you foresee the idea of an office setting? And we've talked about this ad nauseum on this show, and other people have talked about this. Everyone's rethinking their bottom line. And real quick, before we move forward, it's 10:24. This is SIEDC Live. Thank you for everyone who is joining us, and apologies for any delays that are going on. Apparently, it's pretty stormy outside right now, and I think internet has been a little spotty right now on the South Shore Staten Island right now. So we apologize for that, guys. But getting back to you, Billy, the office. Do you foresee a lot more home setups or the movement of actual physical products from the office into the home because the need for an office space has decreased so much? We just spoke with Bobby. He's at his office. They've been doing these split shifts. Do you think that's going to have an impact, or would you agree with that statement that you're going to see less leasing of office space or buying of office space in office buildings and commercial real estate? What do you think about that, Billy?
No, I think there's some truth to that. You're going to see, obviously, you got to look. I always look at things in the terms of it's like a pendulum. So the pendulum swung completely the other way right now. So right now, everyone's working from home for the most part. Not everyone, but for the most part, everyone's working from home, and it's somewhat effective. Companies have unfortunately had to lay off and cut down, and they probably have kept their most efficient workers on projects, and those people are very capable of doing their jobs from home and are motivated to keep the company going. And I do think some of that will stick going forward. And you're right. I think what you're getting at is, especially in Manhattan, you're going to see a downturn. How long? Who knows? But you're going to see a downturn in leasing space. I know our lease is coming up, and we're going to stay in Manhattan, but we're thinking about taking a bit of a smaller space, or perhaps not a space that's on like a right now we're on 4 Bryant Park, and maybe we don't need to be in like such an expensive area. So you might see some of those decisions being made. But I think also long term, like I said, it's a pendulum. So you're going to see a swing back to somewhat of normalcy. So maybe call what we were doing in February 100%. Maybe we've slid back to to 80% working from home, and it is going to go back not to 100%, but perhaps to 80% the other way, where people are back in the office eventually, and it could be after a vaccine or something like that. People do like being in an office. Managers do, for the most part, realize that teams are more efficient
Yes.
in the office space. You don't get that water cooler chat and collaboration from home. So it's going to be a mix. I think you're definitely going to have more people working from home, or perhaps like a split. A couple days at home, couple days in the office. So I think that is a somewhat permanent change, but it's also going to go back to be people working in the office as well.
I'm trying to think with what you offer at Reliable Office Solutions. What's the most popular thing that you're seeing fly off the shelves, so to speak? And I say that whether it's physically or if it's software that you offer, or anything that people are gobbling up, or once you answer that, then answer for me the number one issue that you're seeing with people being at home trying to function it like they have an office in front of them. Is it, like I just mentioned before, I apologize for internet issues. Is it internet? Is it having that copier down the hallway by the water cooler? Is it the scanner? Is it what else? You understand what I'm asking there, Billy? Is
what do they miss from
most?
What do they miss about being in the office?
Yes, go ahead, Billy.
Yeah. So, as far as popular items, obviously, I don't know if you mean during COVID or this time just in general, but, obviously our office equipment is, I don't know if you know much about Canon, but it's probably the best product on the market. And, especially
Very
like,
familiar.
if you're in the fashion industry or something, or if you're color critical, the production equipment that Canon has and the availability to do like a Pantone color scheme, whereas, this is a, I don't know if I could say specific names of companies, but like this is a red of a specific manufacturer that's well known, and it's not the logo has to be the exact red.
Correct.
Canon's equipment can do that, and then also a lot of the smaller businesses just need quality black and white and color printers to do sales proposals and things like that. I mean, obviously, a lot of what we do is just it's really a need fulfiller. IT services, you don't a lot of our products, you don't know how important they are unless something's not working, and that's where we come in, because the fact that you're not thinking about it means that you got everything, what you need, and we're there hopefully or we are there to take care of you when you get down.
So I feel like on the Zoom calls specifically, it's the it's the Susan's down again, Jack's down again, Bobby's internet's gone again, there you go, like just like I was having issues. Can we talk internet, Billy? What's a home remedy or something you would recommend for someone like myself or someone like my business partner Mike Graziuso, or someone who might need a little boost in doing better, having better internet and more consistent internet, and not relying on Wi-Fi? I'm sure you'll say, hey, if you can plug into internet, best case scenario, right? If you still want to use Wi-Fi and be mobile within your home office or your home in general, what's your recommendation? How can I get better internet in my home?
Well, I'm not actually like very technical, so my background's in accounting, so but obviously you're right. Hard wiring is the best way to go, and there are systems that we offer that a lot of times, depending on the size of your home, you may need a system that allows you to get multiple signals and repeat. And there are mesh systems that are available now that will basically continuously talk to one another and share the data and share the signal throughout the home. So something like that is that's what I have at home. It does work very well, and you need to strategically place. I have like 6 or 7 devices around my home, and I strategically place them, and that's part of the experience that you need to do, is figure out where they're best placed to share the signal. So something like that is probably what I would recommend. Yeah. But I couldn't get into specific names of companies. That's more of my IT team.
I got you. Oh, good. Yeah, you know what? I just throw it out there. This is something I'm always asking. I'm always trying to get what's the best thing. But that's all right. But good. Hey, listen,
you asked me before. What do I think people miss about the office? And yes. I guess that's twofold. One is you hinted at structurally and to get work done. What do people miss? And I think the second piece, which I won't go into too much, is obvious, is people miss the social interaction and the collaboration. Yeah, so that's definitely a big miss. I know I miss it.
I mean, listen, as a member of the SIEDC, when it comes to their events, I miss that. I miss the breakfast, the business council meetings, the cabinet meetings, meeting someone for a cup of coffee, or the smaller breakout meetings that they do for marketing or business, or the young entrepreneurs that have worked at the SIEDC. I mean, all these little meetings that the SIEDC executes are great. And I'm with you. We can talk about it, Billy. Come on now. I mean, we're social
Yeah.
creatures, right? I mean, we want to see people. We want to do business. You know, listen, Billy, we're a young, Gotham Trinity Productions is a young company. We're looking for what's next. I want to have a conversation with you when we grow. I want to know Billy has my back, and he's going to say, hey, Todd, when you're ready and you have an big office setting, and you need printers and copiers and scanners, and you need good system integration of everything going on, I want to be able to talk to you in person and talk about that. And there's something to be said with that social interaction and that being in an office setting is what, right, Billy? So
Yeah,
we can talk about anything here, Billy. I'm with you 100%, man.
I was on a Zoom call this morning. I'm in the Staten Island Bucks, and it's a great organization. Yeah, great group of people. And we do our calls at 7:45 in the morning. They run about an hour and 15 minutes, and it's great seeing everyone on virtual meeting, but it's not the same as what you get live.
It's not
really.
It really is. Yeah, and I think the SIEDC is attempting to, and all the business organizations, the Bucks, the Executive Club, the Chamber of Commerce. How can we get us back to talking to each other in some form virtually, right, Billy? Because the Zoom meetings just don't do enough, and I think looking forward to different platforms that can enable that or enhance that interaction are vital. So. Yeah, we'll see, Billy. But Billy Hanson, again, Reliable Office Solutions. Thanks so much for the time today, man. Really appreciate you talking to you, and congrats on your success. And good luck to you the rest of this year, man. Hopefully, things continue to look good for you.
Thanks for having me, and good luck to you guys at Gotham as well.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. All right, once again, that was Billy Hanson joining us from Reliable Office Solutions. No, I am not Billy. Billy joined us just a moment ago. All right, great. Bobby, just give me a thumbs up if you have anything more to add. He's good. So once again, a couple of notes. The chairman's golf outing at Trump National Colts Neck, September 10th, is sold out, which is amazing. Just talking to Billy about social interactions, and one of the great things the SIEDC provides is having meetings face-to-face, networking, and putting proposals out there, brainstorming. Listen, we're going to be socially distant. There's going to be minimum for each cluster of people that are playing. Still a great opportunity to get out there. So although it's sold out, contact Bobby. Bobby can maybe put a private run of the course for you, because Bobby's that kind of guy. Also, more importantly, coming up sooner rather than later, August, my mom always used to say that. She still says it. August 31st, PPP webinar, forgiveness webinar, 11 a.m. Once again, contact King Bobby at siedc.org. Yes, King Bobby. He will be able to provide you the information of how to sign up for that and whatnot and get involved in that. I can't believe we went to Dick's. The longest the show has gone. Really nice talking to Billy, though. Again, from Reliable Solutions. Hold on, I missed a name there. Reliable Office Solutions. So thank you once again to Billy. Thanks to Bobby. There's your last bit of notification. My name is Todd Bavona, reporting for Gotham Trinity Productions, digital media ambassador for the SIEDC. It's been a pleasure speaking with you today. Looking forward to seeing you next week.